Hey guys, John here with a silver update on this frickin' freezing weekend. Look at that weather. No, I don't know how well you can see it, but it is absolutely freezing. I've got like layers upon layers upon layers on me at the moment, and I thought I'd do a Bitcoin video since that's the in thing to do at the moment. Everyone's doing them. My nickname for Bitcoins is shitcoins. I just don't see, I don't need them. I don't know why anyone really needs them. And when it comes to being a unit of account, which is at the very minimum what Bitcoin should be, if it's this new brilliant, revolutionary currency, it should at least be one of the things that a currency is, and that is a unit of account. And on a weekend where Bitcoins lost 66% of their value, one weekend. I mean, even the US dollar can't lose its value that fast. I mean, it'll take months to lose 66. It could take years for the US dollar to lose 66% of its value against other currencies. Sure, against gold and silver, it can do it in a couple of months, but against other currencies, which is what Bitcoin and the US dollar is, it lost 66% of its value in one weekend. You know, Da Vinci, I can understand the idea as to why you're interested in Bitcoins. I can understand, how do I put this? I can understand why someone like you is interested in Bitcoins from an altruistic point of view. I think you, out of most YouTubers, are really passionate about when it comes to honest money and anti-establishment and all that sort of stuff. But I think what was your greatest strength can also be your greatest weakness. And I think I just don't think you're looking squarely at Bitcoins for what they are. You've got more of this idea of what you want them to be. That's how I perceive it anyhow. And now on a weekend where, Brother John F has jumped on to Bitcoins now as well. He is the last person I expected to jump on the Bitcoin bandwagon. Brother John F, I've disagreed with quite a bit of the stuff that he's said in his videos, but I've always watched his videos because I did take something from them. Now he's banned me from his channel for not liking Bitcoins. And that's fine, but he came out with that video on a weekend where Bitcoins lost 66% of their value. Someone like Brother John F, I didn't expect you to get involved in that sort of stuff, and certainly not on a day such as today. But anyhow, each to their own, and I could be wrong. Bitcoins could go absolutely gangbusters. I know we're talking about this on Facebook, and I mentioned a quote from someone who said that, some guy up in some big computing company in the 1967 or something like that, decades ago, said that there'll never be any mainstream adoptance of, what did he say? That there would never be a need for a PC in the house. So, times change and technology changes, but I think there's a lot of videos out there that point out some pretty serious flaws in Bitcoins. Mainly, it's not backed by anything, and it's not a unit of account. This weekend has proved, Bitcoins are not a unit of account. People who went to bed holding $100,000 worth of Bitcoins have woken up today with $33,000 worth of Bitcoins. So, yeah, it's not the sort of thing I'm interested in now. And you can argue the US dollar is not a unit of account as well. I know it's not. It's better than Bitcoins. The US dollar is better than Bitcoins, but the US dollar is backed by, in addition to being a quasi unit of account, it's at least backed by, well, as H1 Inc. put it, the military of the US. But I'll go even one further and say it's backed by the US's government, their ability to tax its citizens. In fact, that's what most fiat currencies are backed by nowadays. It used to, it's called good faith and credit of a country, when in reality what it is the government's ability to tax. So Bitcoins isn't backed by anything. They're not backed by anything. You say where you're mining for them. Well, run around the block and I'll give you a piece of paper. You've worked for something, but you've only got a piece of paper at the end of the day. I've not given you anything of real value. So it's a con in that sense as well. You're not getting anything of real value. The fact that they're limited in supply is only because the person who's supplying them has written them that way. I could say, what have I got here? I've got this little bubble thing that the kids play with. I'm only going to issue 3 of those. I'm only going to give these to 3 people. I've just made them. Does that mean they're worth $100,000 each now? No, they have no intrinsic value. The plastic is worth 20 cents. The bubbles is worth 5 cents. Now, they'll always be worth intrinsically 25 cents. The fact that I've limited them in supply means nothing. So, anyhow, that's my rant on Bitcoins, and, you know, hate to say it, but PD Limited is going to be back sooner than later.